Welcome back to the Tuesday. Time to go over results.
Yep. Hang on. Let's switch over my topics.
Cool.
Remember, yay.
All right, fantastic. So EGX happened this past weekend.
Yes.
It was a big event over there in England. It was a pretty nice tournament, actually.
It was a premier event.
It was a premier event for Street Fighter V, and a lot of people came, and it was really good, dude. The level of play over there, I will say, high five to those folks. European play is looking good. Looking good.
The first thing I'm going to say about that event, what is wrong with the West Coast United States audience? Like,
Okay.
East Coast audience is amazing in tournaments, and then that Europe audience was
It's good.
immaculate. Like, they were super into the game. They were super hyped. I don't know what's up.
Like even like Midwest tournaments are still pretty loud.
Yeah, but there's something about West Coast audience. Like every time it's at like NCR, SCR. Well, let's see what happens at this SCR, right?
Dude, when I'm not on commentary, like, how about this? We have to do this, okay? If we're not commentating at the moment, we want to go rile up the crowd.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. Let's just start yelling and screaming.
We'll try. Let's see how it works. But no, I'm with you.
Yeah, it was super awesome. They got a lot of great crowd shots. And look, I'm just gonna say that Mika cosplayer was adorable. Like she was adorable.
Doing a good job.
So I saw her at Kumite too. She was in the Mika at Kumite,
cool.
I'm pretty sure as well. So, but yeah, good event overall. Want to go over the results real quick?
You got it. So a lot of people came from North America, from East Asia, and of course from Europe. And one of those continents didn't go quite as far as the other.
Yeah, let's talk about the top 8 here. So at 7th place we got Hurricane with Cammy, Pax with Karen. Oops, what am I doing? I have
The thing,
which is not showing up here.
the thing.
What I need to do is set up which window I'm capturing.
Okay.
Which should be EGX results, and pow! There we go, just like that. There we go.
EGX
All right.
results.
Yes, and then 5th place, Will to Back with Laura, and Phenom with Nikali and M. Bison. Mostly Nikali. Just a desperation M. Bison a couple of times. 4th place, Beast Daigo Umahara. 3rd place, CBZ Unuki with Chun Li. Ryan Hart, 2nd place with Ken M. Guile. 1st place, 2nd event, premier event in a row, Zowi's Gamer B.
Yeah.
So Gamer B is peaking at a good time right now. I remember the one year he didn't make it into Capcom Cup. He couldn't quite get it at the end. That's and how devastated he was. But that is definitely, the opposite is exactly happening around. His Nikali looks super strong.
Very consistent too, just like consistently good decision making. Even at times where he goes wild, which sometimes he does it at such like unusual moments. You know, it's consistently unusual. I know that's kind of it's like not an obvious thing, right? But no, he does it really well.
Did you see that clip where the guy jumps over him, lands, and then he like waits half a second and uppercuts and kills him?
Yeah.
And they pan to the camera and it shows him and he just laughs.
Yeah.
I was like, "You Bruce, you're such a jerk."
Yeah, no, he played super well.
Yeah.
And Ryan Hart, I'm really happy for too, man. Ryan Hart is such a good player and has been good for so long. And in every game, it always happens. Like, he's there in every game he's ever taken seriously.
Yeah, and this is the matchup I really want to talk about, was the Ryan Hart-Onuki matchup. He just went straight to Guile to play against Chun-Li, and it was a close one. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, there's by no means that Guile beats Chun-Li. Like, Chun-Li's worst matchup is 5-5.
You're probably right.
So, but I liked how it looked. It looked like you could control her a little bit more. It's easier to react to air lightning kicks with a flash kick, right? But most importantly, which is something that I don't see a lot of Guiles take advantage of, is that the light kick, flash kick charges faster than the other two. At least it feels that way in my opinion.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so when you throw a Sonic Boom, Chun-Li has a higher jump than most characters. So I feel like you can Sonic Boom charge flash kick against her better than you can against other characters. And Sonic Boom kind of shuts down a little bit of her frontal, her frontal attack, and V-Skill Sonic Boom will beat her Fireball, so she can't use that as a shield to get in. I just feel like it needs to be explored more. I don't think it'll ever get to a point where Guile has an advantage. In fact, there's more likely of a chance that Chun-Li will have an advantage when she figures it out, but I just think that that's a character that's a matchup that people need to look more in terms of countering Chun-Li.
Dude, I'm with you. I think that she's better against that he's better against Chun than most characters. Shoutouts to Nuki. Obviously, very talented player and has been forever. You know, this is the first time he played against Daigo in a tournament in 15 years.
I saw. Shoutouts to Junichi. So Nuki tweeted that out. Junichi translated it. Fighting game ESL.
Yes.
But dude, that's wild.
That's very interesting. Yeah, but he played so well, and it's so good to see somebody who's been a top Chun-Li in Third Strike, CBS2, Super Turbo.
Vampire Savior.
Yeah, great Vampire.
Yeah.
He's just always another player who's been good at every game he takes seriously. So
Yeah.
even in SF4 towards the start. So I'm really happy to see him doing that well.
Yeah, he was a person who kind of seemed like he just was like at that point where it's like, I'm done with fighting games. Then he got sponsored and he was like, okay, I can do this again.
Yeah, like he was just doing more commentary and tournament stuff, right? But now he's playing. That's
Yeah, and even after he beat Daigo, there was just this weird kind of like, wow, that was weird. Like kind of a smile on his face. Like, did we really just play each other
Right,
like in
yeah.
a tournament, like in Europe for like all this money? So it was really cool.
Yeah, man. Will 2-pack with Laura, dude, very, very strong. And then if you look at outside of the top 8, it continues to be very European. Mr. Crimson, Problem X, Infectious, Zangi, Bonchan was there, Luffy's right there, like I'm Still the Daddy. They just had a lot of people. And then even after that is when Snake Eyes shows up. Even after that, I guess K-Brad didn't make it out of...
yeah, K-Brad didn't get very high.
Didn't get too much there. Yeah, no, but it was a very good tournament. Really high level play.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to everybody who did well.
Yeah. I tried staying up and watching the whole thing. Like I had it on my iPad while I'm lying in bed and watching it. And I made it all the way to losers finals and then I fell asleep.
Oh, dude, I didn't even pretend that I could. I just woke up the next day.
Oh
and
yeah.
watched it.
Oh, okay. I woke up the next day and I watched the Ryan Hart Nuki one because that one I really needed to see. But yeah. Great stuff there. Awesome tournament, and also really nicely done production and everything.
Yeah, for sure, I agree. I just wanted to briefly address what. Okay, here's the username. Why is SF5 so boring? How do you guys feel about the top 8 being age 35 and up?
Oh,
the top 8 I don't think was, but that top 4 was.
Yeah, he actually says star top 4. I mean,
there you go. There you go. Yeah, dude. Not even 35, right? Like Bruce.
Yeah, let's
that
do
might be
it.
like 38 and up. Wait, go back to it.
Oh, go back to it. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So Ryan is definitely like 39 years old.
Is he Ryan like 39?
I believe he's 39.
Because I know GamerB is not as old as people think. Like I think he's like 36 or something like that.
I think he's 36 or 7.
Yeah.
I guess Daigo was like 35 or 36.
Yeah.
He's Alex's age, right?
Is he Alex's age?
Isn't he?
That's too well.
37, I believe.
Yeah, about 37 or 30.
That might be a 37 and up top 8. All right. Bruce is 37. Okay.
Okay, Bruce is 37.
Yeah, shoutouts to Ryan, man. That dude keeps scaring himself.
Look,
you would never know he's that old.
Ryan Hart is ridiculous.
He's ridiculous.
Yeah, but look, I'm just gonna say, let's go, old men.
Yep.
And you know what? I mean, there is, I've always sitting here talking about how great execution and everything is, but there is kind of an example of how kind of removing that part of it helps some of the older players. So,
yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm serious about Ryan. People are saying Daigo is 34 though, or 35.
Oh, okay.
Fine.
Close enough.
In any case, I think that's really good. Can I be honest? Like, I want new people, I want new blood. At the same time, I want this to be something that people can keep doing for as long as they want to keep doing it. I want both sides of that.
Because, I mean, look, at we've been talking about esports in general, right? A lot of the other esports, the older players don't get this much success.
Oh.
They just don't.
Like, this age is impossible.
Yeah.
It's like literally a decade younger than them would also be impossible.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the cool thing about fighting games. Again, a reason to invest in fighting games. Hey, there you go. So,
all right.
Yeah, there you go. But all right, let's go back to results here. Never Give Up took place this weekend. You can see right here in part of the Latin America tournaments here. And very interesting results here. In 7th place, we've got DM Bake. I never know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, I just know.
With Nash. Piccolo with M. Bison, 5th place. Animetal with Chun-Li. Chip with Vega. 4th place Saga with Guile. 3rd place Berlino with Nikali. 2nd place Tokido with Ryu. And 1st place Panda TV Jawas
Nice.
Ken.
I know Joa's been traveling around. I think this is the first one he's taken.
Yep.
So that's great. Happy to see that.
Yeah, the coolest thing about this though is that I think I've told people about this URL before, which is rank.shoryuken.com/rankings/CPT. So Bravo, who runs this site, tweeted out recently, if you look at the Latin leaderboard now, so this is the Latin leaderboard, sorry, it's cut off here on your screen a little bit. Pull this out. Here you can see on the Latin side of things, this is here we go, Latin right here, that Berlino has 305 points. Now he said that there's not that many events left in the Latin America region, so he is guaranteed now. So Berlino from Brazil is guaranteed to be in Capcom Cup now, which means 3 years in a row we've had a Brazil player make it to
Shoutouts
Capcom
to
Cup.
that.
So
I'm
there
all
you
for
go.
that.
Yeah, so Berlino right now, K-Brad cannot catch up to him, and K-Brad only has a 1-point lead, by the way, above Mysterio, and a 2-point lead above Joa. So if those guys travel to some more events, this is probably K-Brad's best chance of qualifying as well, unless because he's won a regional finals, he'll be able to go to the Latin America qualifying premier event, so he could win there theoretically, but if he can keep this 1-point lead over Mysterio, he'd be able to qualify. But Berlino is definitely in there according to the math, according to Bavo, so that's why this 3rd place finish for him is really key, and that's super cool. And I did tweet at him, and I was like, please tell me how to pronounce your nickname, because I don't want to keep messing it up. And yeah, it's basically Berlino.
Yeah, I really like Broly and Ho. It just sounds hilarious, but it's Berlino.
Yeah.
You know, today there was a stream where Tokido was playing against some of these players. I'm not really sure where that took place. I guess still somewhere in Latin America. And I saw him beat Berlino, but then I saw Mysterio beat Tokido.
Oh yeah, really?
It was really cool.
Okay,
Yeah, dude. Again, very talented players over there as well.
Oh yeah, okay, so EGX only had Street Fighter, okay. But Never Give Up had also a King of Fighters 14 tournament. Diego got 4th with Nakaru Kim K, or replacing Kim with Yori. Naru KOF, 3rd place King Yuri Mature. 2nd place Mecha Black with Leona Love and Athena. And 1st place Isorito Mature Yuri Mai. And we've seen Isorito do well in some Street Fighter tournaments as well. So. But yeah, no, congratulations to Berlino. I'm super happy about that. I would love to see how he does at Capcom Cup. Again, 3 years in a row that a Brazil player's made it. I think that's super cool.
Agreed, man. Agreed.
Okay. All right, so that's what I have there. That was for this past weekend. Let's talk about some upcoming events, and especially this weekend.
Yeah.
This weekend is a huge weekend.
It's pretty packed.
Huge weekend. There's so many events.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I don't even know how this happened, and it's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Let's talk about ESL Brookly
Sure.
Beatdown first. We're gonna be there.
We will be, yes.
They announced the commentary team, which is gonna be us two, as well as Skisonic and Z. And our correspondent is going to be Persia.
Yeah.
So I'm super happy about that. I know Persia has been going places career-wise, so she hasn't had as much time in the FGC. But she said she's not leaving. She'll still be around to do stuff, and so sure enough, she'll be there at Brooklyn. And I'm excited about that. So.
All right.
But this is going to be this tournament's ridiculous.
Dude, it's a very packed tournament. A lot of top-level players are going.
That's right.
There's a lot of money on the line.
$75,000 for the top 8 or top 16.
I think it's 16.
Yeah, top 16, which the first place is getting $30,000. So the pools just came out.
Yeah.
And shout outs to Spabrog, but I'm just going to go through his list of what he has for the pools.
Throw that up on the old
Oh
screen
yeah,
there.
actually that's a good idea. I can do that.
Yes, indeed.
Let's do this over here. Result screen.
Okay.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, so Pool 1 notables. Infiltration, Little. Pool 2 is gonna be Justin Wong, Flux, Javits, Wolfcrone and Justin in the same pool, really?
Beautiful.
Really?
Beautiful.
And Willie Fresco. Third pool here is gonna be Fudo. This is a crazy one.
This is a good
Fudo,
one.
Realistic, Native Impact, Arturo, aka Sabin, Master Mike, Thought Whisperer, and EIC Hakote.
El Chicote.
El Chicote. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all I'm gonna do. That's hilarious though.
jchensor, right?
Right, yeah.
That's exactly what just happened right there. JC
Alright,
Hensor.
so Fudo and Native Impact, Rainbow Impact, in the same pool. I am excited to see that. I want to see the bloodbath between those two. And I'm kind of sorry for Arturo that he ended up in the pool with two super strong Mika players.
Yeah,
'cause
I
that's
know.
a tough one, man. That's a tough matchup.
EIC Hakote. So I'm going to call him from now on. Pool 4, Jan, Tokido, CJ Showstopper, RLBS. Is that the Taiwan player? Or RLBS? No, he
he's
was the New York
yeah,
guy player.
yeah,
right?
guy-
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay. I'm thinking of RB. That's what
Oh.
it was. That's okay. Poem, Sage, Fubar Duck, and Zaffarino.
Alright.
Pool 5 is going to be Daigo, Kiko Master RD.
Hey,
Wow,
Kiko Master's
coming
coming?
all the way up from Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Shine, Chirithi, and John B.
Okay, that's cool.
So Pool 6 is Julio Fuentes, Sabo, Commander Jesse, who won the
Nice.
Wednesday night fights. By the way, did you see the grand finals of Wednesday night fights this last week? I got to do commentary for that match. It was the most, the way that one ended was like ridiculously hyped for a weekly.
Who got second place?
Second place was Bushin Style.
Oh, really?
And it was Commander Jesse coming from loser's bracket. And he had won the season already to get to ESL. But he had not won a Wednesday night fights. Ever at that point. And he came from loser's bracket and it didn't look good at first, and then he ended up resetting it on a drop from Bushin Style. Bushin
Really?
Style had the kill and he missed a V-skill roll off of the tornado.
Really?
And that let, I almost called him Uncle Jesse again, which I always do, Commander Jesse, win, reset the bracket, and then he finally won his first
Wow.
one. So many people were still there, and like everybody who was left just like went insane when he won, and like you could see him, he was on the verge of tears.
That's
like
great,
he was
man.
like
I'm
super
really happy for
emotional.
him.
It was super cool.
So that's a cool pool because obviously Julio has been doing really well.
Mhm.
Sabo was the player who did really well in that online tournament.
Oh, that's
recently.
right. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he does. And then Hamad, I know, has been playing more Gear than he has Street
Mhm,
Fighter,
mhm,
so I'm
mhm.
interested to see where he's at too. That's gonna be a fun pool.
Pool 7, Cien, Alex Smith, 801 Strider, LPN, Moons, and Frankie Nunez.
I gotta tell you, a lot of people could come out of that pool. Like
Yeah,
you gotta think Cien is the favorite there, of course. But look, Alex Smith has times that he looks great. Strider same, LPN
Dude.
same, Moon same.
This is one of those situations. The cool thing about it is the New York scene is very strong. And these are guys who don't get to travel as much. So people in the chat and even myself are all like, oh, I'm not sure who some of these guys are. Are they any good? And dude, they're gonna surprise you, because New York, like we said, has a lot of strong players. So I expect a lot of upsets here.
That's cool.
Upsets in terms of what general people know, but all
Sure.
the New York players are going to be like, look, we've obviously known about Sabo forever,
Right.
kind of thing. So, Pool 8, Phenom, all the way out here into New York. Smug, Human Bomb,
This is a
Ray
pool-
Ray, who beat Daigo
Yeah,
at ECT, and Santhrax, Sanford Kelly.
that pool's ridiculous.
This pool is so 8.
I literally feel like any two people can come
Dude,
out.
8 is a lucky number in Chinese. This is obviously not run by Chinese people here. Because it's not a lucky number.
Like Phenom has been doing well all over the place. He won a big one. Human Bomb always up there, right? He's been Evo top 8 in the past. Smug has been really figuring out.
Oh,
Raw.
yeah.
Like, he's been
Oh,
looking
dude,
super
I'm
solid.
so happy that he got that character.
Yeah.
I'm so
He's
happy.
definitely playing
he got that
Dudley.
character.
And then Ray Ray, yeah, beat Daigo, did really well at ECT. Like, dang,
And
that's
Sanford, you can't count him out.
he always has the potential to win. For
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, jeez. Pool 9 is Knuckle Dew, CD Money, Marvisto, Snake Eyes defeat Lee and Brooklyn Express. Dude, this is ridiculous.
Alright. All these
This
pools
is
are getting
ridiculous.
crazy now. Alright. 10. Shanghai, Nasser, Lionheart, Itazan, City of Brass,
Spabrog himself,
and Mono. Again, like, at least 4 of those people could make it out, and probably should, but,
oh my god, this is gonna be ridiculous.
Okay, alright.
So 11, we've got F Champ, Aliyun.
Yeah.
Wow, making it out here.
Unfortunately,
Li
Joe
Joe's
can't
not
play.
gonna be able to make it. Yeah. LES, Orange Man, and Mojo. Okay. 12 is Momochi. Lud is in that pool. Crazy Joe, Kraymore, Yipes, and Kevin Sparks. I know Kraymore and Yipes have been playing a lot of this game. Pool 13, Mago, Lazy One, J Rosa, NVT Flash, and D Rez.
Okay.
Pool 14, Haitani, Alucard, Adnan, and Rom.
Okay,
Oh.
cool.
Rom is making it out there. Okay, that's cool. 15, Kazunoko, Ron Masama, K Brad, Mike and Ike 12, and Coach Steve, who is no longer attending.
So Ron Masama actually was the highest placing American at Japan Cup. So if you think that's a joke pool, nuh-uh.
Yep. And then pool 16 is Ricky Ortiz, Berlino, who's making it out here for ESL, and Rao NS.
This tournament is pretty crazy, I gotta say. That there's a lot of really interesting potential in there.
Yeah.
And a lot of those pools could have 4 or 5 people who could come out of them. So even some of the ones who are stacked, like there was that pool with Itazan in there where I felt like 4 people could come out of that. And it's like really a possibility that Itazan might not make it. Like
it's gonna be an exciting tournament. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Interesting.
And according to Ace King Offsuit, who said this in the chat, he said that maybe around, he said from his calculations, 13 out of the 14 like highest point total CPT players are going to be there.
Wow.
I don't know if that's exactly accurate, but it's got to be at least like 12 or 13 of them are up there. So that's going to be a ridiculous tournament. And you know, it's the first time Infiltration's been out to an event in a long time.
It's true.
Like, where's that guy gone? You know what? He's just like, I don't need to qualify for Capcom Cup anymore. But I want $30,000.
Right. I'm sure that's part of it.
I did hear that Urian is not allowed at ESL, I believe.
That makes sense. I mean, typically
Yeah.
you have to wait 2 weeks. So.
Yeah, there's seriously, some people in the chat are like, they can't believe how stacked this is.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting.
See, like I'm surprised that guys like Phenom and Bolinio are making out there, even Rom.
Yeah.
And, you know, so a lot of these players from not the New York area are making
Super
it out
sick.
there. So, whew, it's gonna be good.
By
Oh,
the
someone
way,
put
it's
a
at-
link up to the brackets, ESL1ny.challenge.com.
It'll be streamed at twitch.tv/ESL_SF5. We found that out. And also, the finals is going to be in Barclays Center,
Yes.
where like the Islanders play, and the
Brooklyn
whatever
Nets,
the
right?
yeah whatever that team's called now.
Yeah, I know, right?
But yeah, it's like in a pro sports stadium. I mean, there's also CS:GO going on, so heads up on that.
Someone asked, do we does some not ask us, but ask someone else? Do you think that ESL is more stacked than Japan Cup? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
But
not.
it's a very stacked event.
Yeah,
in its
it
own
is
right.
very stacked. It's right up there.
Yeah.
Like usually the craziest stacked events, like Japan Cup, like SEAM,
Yeah.
are Asian tournaments.
Right.
But this one, in terms of U.S. tournaments, is about as stacked as it can get.
Right.
So
Agreed.
I'm super excited about that. Yeah. But yep, that's going to be taking place at the Barclays Center. Again, we'll be there. We'll be doing commentary for that. It should be an interesting experience for us as well.
Legit, like, didn't they change that team's name? Isn't it?
Yeah,
something
no,
weird now?
they used to be the New Jersey Nets.
No,
now
but
they're
like, aren't they
Brooklyn
they're
Nets.
not gonna change the name? It's not-
I'm not sure actually.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I don't think they should. I always make that joke about the Eds teams, right? That hockey needs to get on the ball here, right?
What's the joke?
That the New York football has the Islanders and the Jets. The baseball has the Rangers and the
You
Mets.
mean
The Mets, sorry, Rangers, God. The Yankees and the Mets. Basketball has the Knicks and the Nets.
Okay.
And hockey has Islanders and Rangers. Right? Like, they kind of messed up there. They don't have an Eds team named.
What about the New Jersey Devils?
Oh, was it
Devs.
the Devils? Oh,
The
I
Devs.
said the wrong one. You know what? I don't know any sports except for basketball, so there you go.
Yeah, I don't really know basketball. Or even any sports nowadays.
Yeah, but it's the Jets, Mets, and Nets, so there you go.
I found out that Cal football is now 2-2. I didn't know that until today.
Wow.
It's weird, dude. Yeah. I've become an eSports fan.
Sorry, people. I'm
Yeah.
disappointing them in my A sports knowledge, in my T sports knowledge, S sports knowledge.
Sports.
Sports.
Okay.
I think I like that one the best.
That's
S sports.
Yeah.
S sports. Because it's also really awkward to say.
Yeah.
S sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind
It's
of.
supposed to be weird. What else is going on?
Coming up this weekend is also going to be CE Otaku, which is a big event, obviously, for the anime scene. So, obviously, ESL is Street Fighter focused, but if your thing is more of the anime games and a lot of other side games as well,
Yeah.
CE Otaku is going to be really, really exciting. In fact, they said that Guilty Gear, which has surpassed 200 entrants, which means Jabali is putting in 2,000 of his own dollars into the pot. So he's adding $2,000, and I believe Blaze Blue passed their numbers. So I think like $500 is getting added to the pot in that one as well. But Guilty Gear now, outside of EVO, this is the largest Guilty Gear tournament ever at like 237 something people or something like that.
Wow.
So. So a lot of Guilty Gear people are very excited about that. A lot of strong players are going to be making it out to that event.
Awesome.
A lot of, obviously, they're going to be playing Blaze Blue, and then, like, smaller games. Nitro Plus Blasters is being played. Vampire Saber is played. Catherine is being played over there.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of games are going on over there. So, definitely going to be super exciting. God, there's going to be so much fighting games to watch this weekend.
Good weekend.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, pretty packed.
But yeah, the big news is that both Guilty Gear and Blaze Blue got their pop bonuses. And and Arxis is donating big pop bonuses as well to them. I think we mentioned the past weeks as well. So
Apparently, League of Legends World Championship starts this weekend.
there you go.
Don't forget. Also, TwitchCon is this weekend. This week even.
Yes.
I don't know if there's going to be a ton of stuff there for folks to care about, but there are going to be some cool things for sure.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye on FGC regulars, Tasty Steve and Sejam.
Yeah, Steve and Steven will both be there.
That's actually why they're not here right now, because they're heading to TwitchCon right now. They've got some cool stuff coming up from some groups that have had their hands in fighting games before. So that's super exciting.
Thumbs up.
Definitely you want to check that out. It's going to be cool stuff.
Looking forward to that. Yep.
That's right.
Well, should we break away to the next thing?
There's one more thing this weekend. Let me see. There was something. So this weekend is also, if I'm not mistaken, Rumble in the Tundra, Buffalo's annual major.
Oh, sweet.
But it's going to be there's going to be $1,000 pop bonus for KOF 14. So that's like their main game, as well as a $500 pop bonus for Exert Revelator. But apparently, Romance, Luis Cha, Canabalito is going to be there. All the SoCal KOF players. So that's taking place on October 1st and 2nd as well this weekend with 4 different streams. Toronto Top Tiers will be doing Street Fighter 5 and Ultimate Marvel 3. Neil Russell will be doing Guilty Gear, Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Bifu Teki will be doing Smash events, and Kick Punch Block will be doing KOF and Pokken. So that's taking place this weekend. And then also before the Brooklyn Beatdown on September 30th, Next Level Arcade is doing a new Legacy Street Fighter 5 exhibition event.
Interesting.
There was a whole bunch of things that you could donate to and achieve a bunch of unlocks, essentially. Like, I think the current one that they're trying to do is set up an exhibition between Alex Vi and Henry Sen.
What?
Yeah, NLBC versus Level
sick.
Up, the old men, taking... but I think the previous unlock is now they're going to stream live some Chris Hu karaoke, which is going to be amazing. But this is all taking place on September 30th, so that's going to be taking place right before...
That's Friday.
Yeah, that's this Friday, because Brooklyn Beatdown is Saturday and Sunday, right? So, yeah.
Wow,
so,
look at that lineup. Very interesting. You want to put the thing on there?
Sure. The lineup looks like we have We have Kazunoko's gonna show up. Lud's gonna be there. Wolfcrone.
Yeah, it has to just go down.
Daigo.
See the matchups there.
And here's some of the scheduled list of matches. It's going to be Dan Slip versus Footwork, Ludovic versus Commander Jesse. Ooh, interesting. I got Dem Bombs versus LPN, OG Shine versus Wolfcrone, Ray Ray versus Brolinho, and Kazunoko versus Alucard. Wow. Okay.
That's
okay.
cool.
And Team Spooky will be running the stream, which I'm assuming that means Arturo is going to be taking care of that. But that's happening on Friday before Brookly Beatdown, so
Rad.
you've got fighting games to watch for like 17 hours,
And
for
then
like 700 hours this weekend.
Apparently TRT in Brazil and Fighting Games Challenge in Poland.
Wow. Okay. Let me see if
It
I have
is
those
a stacked
on the
weekend.
calendar. Yeah, Treta Championships. Yeah,
Championships.
Treta Champions, and then also Fighting Games Challenge. Yeah.
Wow.
Fighting Games Challenge in Poland. Yep.
Does it say where in Poland? I don't see it.
It says it's Atlas Arena in Lodz,
Oh, okay.
Lodz, Poland. And
Oh, yeah,
then
I see.
Treta Championships, which are going to be streamed on Team Dash PR, as well as Combat Club with all Ks. That is going to be, and then but the mainstream, I'm sorry, is TRT Arcade, and yeah, that one is going to be taking place in Brazil.
Very cool.
So wow,
There
there's
is everything
a lot
this
of
weekend.
events this weekend. Holy crap, this is a popular weekend. Wait, is Abuget Cup also running this weekend? Yeah, so Abuget Cup is running this weekend, which takes place in Indonesia, in Jakarta, Indonesia. And that is going to be streamed. I don't have the stream information here. I'm assuming it's going to be Beast APAC.
I would think so.
Twitch.tv/Beast APAC. But you can look it up. But yeah, that's going to be going on this weekend with SF5, KOF 14, Tekken Tag 2, Exerd, BBC, CPEX, and Gundam as well.
Wow.
So when I said that when I just exaggerated right now when I said there's going to be like 700 hours of fighting games to watch this weekend, maybe that's not an exaggeration. That might actually be pretty close to the
That
truth.
actually might be. Across all those streams, yeah. That's amazing.
Because if you count stuff that's like not actually, like if you calculate how many hours of fighting games will be played this weekend, might even exceed over 700 hours.
Yeah, yeah, gonna be very interesting. Of course, we won't get to watch any of it. Except for the Brookly Beatdown, which is pretty good consolation.
Or if we're doing that thing where we're in the hotel room on the phone trying to watch some
Actually, we
stuff,
probably will be doing that,
because
yeah.
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that's this weekend.
Dang.
Events.
Very impressive.
A couple of things I want to talk about from events not this weekend but coming up. Canada Cup has announced a lot of really cool things, but in particular of interest to me and to you probably is that there's going to be an awesome Super Turbo tournament that is taking place over there that El Trouble and all those guys are going to be running, and they have some guests there. They're going to get some Japanese players flying out there only for Super Turbo.
Yeah.
And it is going to be Kusumundo,
Yeah.
Shogatsu, and Matsu.
One of the best Ken players in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Who has an awesome
Ever.
Ken player. Now, let me see. Is there anything else that I want to talk about here? So SCR is coming up. Warner Brothers / NetherRealm Studios adding $10,000 to the Mortal Kombat X-Bot. And that lineup for Mortal Kombat at SCR sounds ridiculous.
Mhm.
Like everybody's going.
It's gonna be super strong.
And it's like one of the first times that everybody's traveled to a West Coast tournament for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
right?
that's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be nuts. Like I heard, like all of Yomi's gonna be there. I heard obviously Sonic Fox is gonna be there, and even Tekken Master was saying like, should I come out to this event?
I hope that happens.
Who got second place at Evo, and so
Yep.
that Mortal Kombat is gonna be a game to watch at SCR for sure. For sure.
I hope so.
DreamHack Austin 2017 was announced, and they said that they were going to feature Street Fighter V as well as Super Smash Bros. Melee. Also, Guilty Gear Revelator. There's the Slash series that Majin Obama, aka at 2D Jazz, helps put on. So a bunch of them have already happened. So definitely go hit up Majin Obama. Like I said on Twitter, it's at 2D Jazz. And hit him up for links to the videos and stuff. This is matches featuring Kazunoko, Kazuki, Torio, and Maroshi, all very strong Guilty Gear players. And then, of course, the last thing probably to mention is that Capcom Cup was officially announced this morning to take place in Anaheim.
I mean, it started with a leak, right?
What's that?
It started with a leak.
Yeah, and then Capcom Fighters was like, whoops, yeah, here we go, yep, we're taking place. So it's going to be in Anaheim. Here in Southern California, the PlayStation Experience.
I was going to do this, and then I was like, not sure. Because it's closer to us.
Yes, obviously it's good for us, but
yeah.
Hey, people can go to Disneyland afterwards, right?
Okay.
You could make it more of a vacation kind of thing, right?
Alright,
So
alright.
there you go. But it is going to be taking place down here. Obviously, San Francisco's much bigger city than Anaheim is, and San Francisco is definitely a hot spot to be at. But
Pretty close to a lot of good Vietnamese food.
and Chinese food,
And
actually,
Chinese food.
and Chinese food. But yeah, that's pretty exciting. We just found out about that, and like we said, it'll be nice for us because it's in our hometown. But it will be taking place at the PlayStation Experience again this year.
Sweet.
So make sure you mark your calendars down. It's the first weekend of December, which is where I'm guessing it was going to be. There was only one weekend that I knew that it wasn't going to happen, and that was when Winter Brawl was taking place. Because that they were like, look, just tell us what weekend it is so we don't have this conflict again.
For sure.
So as soon as Winter Brawl got announced, I was like, not that weekend. But it'll be the first weekend, so there you go.
You know what? They used to have fighting games at Disneyland. I don't know if they still do, but they
They
have
don't
that
even have arcade there anymore. The arcade
Really?
is pretty much all gone. It makes me sad.
Wow.
It really makes. There's like very few things in it. Because at one point in time they turned it into a retro arcade because of Wreck-It Ralph. So they had a lot of old games there, like Frogger and all these other things like that, and the Wreck-It Ralph arcade game that they made. And then like the last time I was there, it was like mostly closed. They're just like selling things in there and like weird like prize games.
What a bummer, man.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
I've heard that people who lived near enough to have a season pass would go there to play like in the arcade, like back in the day. Like they would have an arcade.
True story, when Super Street Fighter 2 first came out, the precursor to Super Turbo, Disneyland was, I think, the first place that got it in SoCal, so a lot of people went to go there to check it out.
Yeah.
And then everyone saw it and was like, why is this game so slow? And then nobody cared. And nobody cared.
Alrighty, well.
Okay. Alright, so let's take a break, and when we come back, just a little bit, we'll close out with some game and community news.
Alright, time to break away.